So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the last episode of this season's Your FIFA Rating. In today's episode, we are going to be testing our defending, our passing, and our physical attributes. In the last episode, I asked you guys, should we keep our 88 dribbling the same or different? And the top comment from last week's video was me to have 86 dribbling and Charlie to have the 91 dribbling. Obviously, you were a lot faster and technically better during that dribbling. So you've got the 91 dribbling. I've got the 86. Thank you very much for your feedback in last episode. But before we get into defending, which is going to be our first attribute you test in this episode, these are our updated cards from the last episode. But without further ado, let's get into the first test, which is going to be defending. Let us know in the comments below, who do you think is better at defending between me and Charlie? So this year's defending test is slightly different to last year's. How this is going to work is we're going to be testing not only our tackling, but also our heading, because on FIFA it says defending is composed of heading and tackling and a couple of other things. So the first thing we're going to be testing is our tackling, and it works similarly to last year's. The defender gets 5 goes to defend against the attacking player that's running onto them. If the attacker goes past the defender, gets it past the keeper and scores, the defender gets 0 points. If the attacker goes past the defender and the keeper saves it, the defender gets 5 points. Because obviously in a match, if the keeper saves it, it counts as a clean sheet for both the defenders and the goalkeeper, and you probably put them off a little bit. However, if the defender tackles the attacker fully and the ball goes out of the area, the defender gets a whole 10 points. Also, if the attacker goes out of the area with the ball, but the defender hasn't physically touched them, they also get 10 points because probably they've ushered them out and it's good positioning from the defender. Okay, so now we know how the points work. It's time to get into the defending test. Charlie, you want to go first to this one as a defender? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so Charlie is defending first. He has to start on the penalty spot. As soon as I make my way in to the arena, he can come and basically tackle me if he can. I tried to do what I did on Joe all those years ago. Right, Charlie, you got a very solid 40 defending. I got 30, which I think at the moment is quite realistic. So they get added to our cards. And now we move on to the second half of the defending test, and that is simply heading from a corner. As we all know, defenders like to come up from corners, and usually they are the ones that put it in the back of the net with their noggin. Luke in goal is not allowed out of his 6-yard box, just to give us, you know, an opportunity to head the ball. Obviously, if the corner's bad, we just retake it and we'll show you the 5 good corners, and hopefully we can add to our defending stats. The 5 corners are going to be out swinging corners, so it goes away from Luke in goal. He is not allowed out of his 6-yard box. If it is in the 6-yard box, you can attempt to try and nick it off us on the header, alright? So for this one, Charlie's going to go first again. He's going to be in the box, attempting to score a header, and I'll be crossing it in. You ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Okay, so we're now on the heading location. How the point system works. If the attacker scores a header, they get 10 points. If they get it on target and the keeper saves it, that's 5 points. They're gonna have 5 goes each, so obviously the maximum score they can get is 50, and their score gets added to their previous one in the tackling bit. So my score gets added to my 30, and Charlie's is added to his 45. Let's do it. So that was the heading part of the defending test. That score now gets added to our cards. And now we move on to our passing test. This consists of short range and long range passing. First up, we're going to be testing our short range passing. This is the course that is laid out in front of us. The yellow gate is worth 5 points. The red gate is worth 7 points. And the holy white gate is worth a whopping 10 points. Again, it is 5 goes. So the short range passing is going to be out of 50. For this one, I'll go first. You can use either foot you'd like, but obviously I'm going to choose my preferred right foot. Let's do this. Okay, I'm up first to test my short passing. I'm going to go for the 10 to start off with. Come on! 37 passing for short range. That counts. Post it in. Okay, so we both got 37 short range passing, and now we're doing the long range passing. Right, we are now on long range passing. As you can see, the course has been replaced with bigger goals. It's exactly the same score, so the closer one is worth 5, the middle one is 7, and the long range Big Daddy is 10 points. So for this one, as it's a long range passing, we aren't allowed to do tame passes. They can be on the ground if you want, but they can't be tame, okay? Just to make it more game realistic. I'm gonna go first again. We're both on 37 at the moment. Let's do it. No!
And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad.
Solid. Right. That's curling. Do I go for one of them? So that is long range and short range passing done. Charlie got a score of 57, I got 64. Do we think that's realistic?
Yeah.
Roughly. And that gets added to our cards. So that means we are now on to testing the final attribute of our FIFA Ultimate Team cards, and that of course is physical. Now physical is composed of strength and jumping. Okay, so physical, as we said, the first aspect to test is strength, and for this we're going to be doing the press up position fighting challenge. We did it last year. Basically we're in the press up position, and the first one to take the opponent's arm and knock him on the floor wins. Every win is 10 points out of 5. Get it? I do. Okay, this is quite scary because I have a feeling Charlie's very strong. I'll get crap. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
I was going for it though. I was like, if I'm going down, you're coming down with me. Wait, I got you! You went down! No, did I touch the floor?
I don't think you did.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right! Okay, so we've done the strength test of the physical attribute, and now we move on to the jumping aspect. Now, in strength, you got 50 and I got 0. So hopefully I can get some decent points on board for my jumping ability and overall my physical stats. Now how this works is we have got 2 markers. Both those markers are a height with our arm extended. One is Charlie and one is mine. And we measure the distance between a jump and the original marker. Okay, so we have to jump up, touch the wall, measure the distance between that touch with the original marker, and that in centimeters is added on to our strength stat. We then take that score and divide it by 1.5. So for example, if Charlie jumps 30 centimeters higher than his original marker, he will get a score of 20 overall, and that would get added to his strength stat to create the overall physical stat. Okay, so without further ado, do you want to go first for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was our jumping. I jumped a score of 51 centimeters and Charlie jumped a score of 53 centimeters, which equates, if we divide it by 1.5, I get 34, Charlie gets 35.33 recurring, so we round that down to 35. You add the 35 onto Charlie's score of 50, so your physical stat is a very, very impressive 85, whereas mine is 34, which to be honest is actually quite realistic. So my overall stat for physical and Charlie's both get added to our cards. And there we have it, guys. We have now completed our entire FIFA Ultimate Team card and stats page. Is there anything, Charlie, that you would like to improve on if you ever did this again?
Shooting.
Shooting. I would have to agree with you. I'm quite sad about my 65 shooting. I think we could get it higher if we actually put our minds to the test. But of course, like, realistically, would we have that compared against professional football?
Would be a bronze 25 rating.
Exactly, but that's the other thing we have to do. What is our overall rating? This is the end of the video and the end of this series of your FIFA rating. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Charlie, subscribe to myself, and we'll see you in another video very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.